Happy Only F Unit Friday, Maine Eastern Railroad's EMD F40PH number 291 represents a brief but fascinating chapter in New England passenger railroading, built by Electro-Motive Division as part of Amtrak's famous F40PH fleet. Number 291 was one of the locomotives that helped define American passenger service during the late 1970s and 1980s. The F40PH became known for its reliability, 3,000 horsepower, 16-cylinder, 6-ton 5-series diesel engine, and its unmistakable high-revving sound caused by the locomotive maintaining a constant engine speed to provide head-end power for passenger cars. After years of service with Amtrak, locomotive number 291 found a second career with the newly formed Maine Eastern Railroad. Maine Eastern, a subsidiary of the Morristown and Erie Railway, began operating the state-owned Rockland Branch in 2003, providing both freight service and seasonal passenger excursions between Brunswick and Rockland, Maine. The railroad's goal was to revive passenger rail along Maine's scenic Midcoast, giving tourists a relaxing alternative to driving while connecting with Amtrak's Downeaster service. For the 2004 operating season, Maine Eastern used two former Amtrak F40PH locomotives, numbers 265 and 291. Interestingly, both locomotives continued to wear their original Amtrak numbers, giving rail fans a nostalgic reminder of the classic Amtrak era. Although their time on the railroad was relatively short, the pair handled passenger excursions over the picturesque Rockland Branch, running through coastal towns, forests, and along stretches of the Atlantic shoreline. Following the 2004 season, Maine Eastern transitioned to a fleet of former Amtrak and New Haven FL9 locomotives, which better fit the railroad as operating needs and became the signature power for its passenger trains. As a result, F40PH number 291's time in Maine lasted only a single season, making it one of the more unique footnotes in the locomotive's long career. Even though number 291 spent only a brief period on the Maine Eastern roster, it symbolizes the adaptability and longevity of the EMD F40PH design. Built for the nation's premier passenger railroad, the locomotive later found new life-serving regional and tourist railroads, extending the careers of these dependable machines well beyond their original purpose. Today, Maine Eastern Railroad itself is part of history, having ceased operations at the end of 2015, but photographs of F40PH number 291 on the Rockland Branch remain a favorite among rail enthusiasts. They capture a moment when one of Amtrak's most iconic locomotives helped reintroduce passenger rail to the coast of Maine. Have a great effing weekend.